and welcome back to Wytchwood. This is Jewel Smith. I am into the middle of the game, so if you don't want spoilers, do watch with care or come back and watch in the future. Wytchwood was released on December 9th, 2021, and I started playing it that day. I've been playing it ever since. It is a whole lot of fun. Developed by Alientrap Games, published by Whitethorn Digital, and is available on PC. You can get it on Steam, GOG, and Epic Game Store, and also on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. I am playing on a PlayStation 4. The game was $19.99, and I think that's a very reasonable price. More than reasonable for what has been hours and hours of fun. I love this game, love the artwork, love the music, love the stories. I'm just having a really good time with this. I know it's probably kind of hard to hear the music. I've turned it down a bit because sometimes the music kind of swells and then drowns out my voice. And the sound effects like the rain and the dripping and things sometimes can get kind of loud. So let's hope this is all set up and the sound sounds good to you. If you've got any suggestions, if you want me to turn the music up a little bit, or the sound effects or anything, if you got any problems with the stream, let me know in the chat room. Otherwise, let me know you're there. Say hello. Let me know how your week is going so far. I am the Witch in the Woods, and I am investigating the lagoon depths. I have unlocked several spells and reagents in my grimoire, but we still have many more to go. There's my inventory, there's the location map, and we are pursuing the fish chapter. I have to collect souls for a goat. I've already completed the ram, the leech, the ox, the bear, and the snake. I still have the rat, the cat, and the fish. We haven't found the cat yet, though. The cat is in the market, and we haven't started that chapter yet. Right now, we are trying to find out more about the fish. We talked to the mermaid, and it sounds like the fish is trying to enchant the mermaid by using a magical conch shell. But we found the conch shell and we sounded it at the lagoon, and now I think we're going to go talk to a leviathan of some kind. Kind of like the Midgard serpent, maybe? I don't know. Let's go see what we find. Oh, this looks like there's a shell here. Can I pick it up? Nope, can't pick it up. There are various things in the environment we can interact with. Sometimes with our tools, sometimes with traps and other items. There's combat, but not combat like you might think of it. I don't have a sword that I can just use on everything. I have tools and traps. Oh, see, like there's an enemy right there. So to deal with that crab, if I wanted to, and I don't have to, most things you can kind of just skirt around them. But I would build a crab trap, which means I would need some wicker work. And some barnacles, which I have. See, now I have a crab trap. And I would put that down. And he'll go into it. And snap. We'll get his claw, his crab claw. There's another crab. We'll just avoid him. Oh, there's a big fin there. Ooh, look at this thing. Let's see what we can interact with. The ancient one, something very old. Ooh. Oh, another darn crab. Let's see what's over here. Anything? Just the tail. And this looks like whirlpool to the surface. Return to the light, the breeze, the normal. Alright, well we don't want to go back yet. Let's talk to the ancient one. The sea serpent. You can't help but shudder under the powerful gaze of the monstrosity before you. A booming voice sounds throughout the cavern as if you were in the very throat of the beast. Who dares enter my sanctum? I've come looking for a man lost at sea. The coils of the serpent shudder and wheeze. You brace yourself as the creature reels back and unleashes a cough loud enough to shatter a mountain. Excuse you, have you caught ill, Master Serpent? You landwalkers are all alike, forever throwing your refuse into my waters. I have been poisoned by your insufferable detritus. My stomach aches, my insides burn. What's the matter? Did you swallow something you shouldn't have? I have swallowed many things. You should not be here, land creature. Now, you're not well, and I may be able to help you. Open up that gob of yours and let me take a look inside. Perhaps you have come to strike the final blow against me. Why should I trust you? You're being dramatic. I'm not going to hurt you, but if you don't let me take a look inside your belly, the sickness will surely fester. Doubtful, but perhaps I can humor you if you prove that you are a friend to the ocean. Answer me these riddles 3, only then will I trust your words, landwalker. The first of my questions. You pull waters from the ground to quench your thirst. What manner of beast sits atop the well of your forest? Oh my gosh. An octopus, a fish, a dragon, I don't know. What is atop the forest well? I think it's a fish. But you know what? I can look it up because I have my gameplay saved on YouTube. So let's go and look at my past streams. Let me see if I can find the well. I'm just gonna look through here right quick. Oh, yep, that's the well right there. Alright, I'm gonna back up a little bit. I'm looking at part 1 of my live streams of Wytchwood. I'll just pop right back out. Yeah, my guess is that it's a fish. But I'm trying to get just the right view of it here. It's taking a while to load. And yes, it is a fish on the top of the well. Okay, I'm gonna say a fish. Another question. You may bury your dead in the earth, but there is no escape from the call of the deep. Whose watery gaze watches over your graveyard? A sea serpent, a sailor, a mermaid? I don't know. I think it's a mermaid. We were at the graveyard yesterday. I think it was the first time I'd ever been there, and I thought I saw a mermaid statue in the graveyard. Let's see if I can find it here. I'm looking at my stream from yesterday. I'm pretty sure it's a mermaid, because I remember wondering why there was a mermaid in the graveyard. can't seem to find a good picture of it in the stream though. I want to confirm before I say so. Of course, I don't think there's not much of a fail state in this game. It's not like I would lose the whole game if I didn't answer correctly, I don't think. Trying to confirm. Come on, I know I saw a mermaid in there. Oh, there she is. Yep, it's definitely a mermaid. Okay. The final question. You landwalkers desire gold over all things. But in front of your banking house, what creature rules with true happiness? In front of the banking house? Where in the heck is the banking house? A clam, a seagull, a whale. What is in front of the village bank? Alright, so when did we first visit? I think we only first visited the village at the beginning of my stream yesterday. Let's see if we can figure out where the banking house is. I think I remember seeing it, but I don't remember what was on top of it. Now, a clam on top of it would make sense, because sometimes they refer to money as clams. That's a slang term. The village bank. Yep. I'm looking back through my stream from yesterday when we first visited the village. Let's see if I can find the bank. It's a clam, a seagull, or a whale, huh? I just don't want to have to go all the way back to the village to try to figure it out. Oh, there's a whale. Yep, it looks like there's a whale in the front of the village bank. Okay. Alright, I think we got it. The enormous creature rolls back its yellow eyes, bellowing with laughter. The laughter quickly succumbs to another bout of violent coughing. Curse my miserable body, can I not even enjoy a moment of levity? It appears I was mistaken about you, Landwalker. You have proven yourself worthy of my trust. The beast opens wide its cavernous jaws, filling the air with a fishy stench. Enter, but heed my warning. Break your word, and I will digest you without hesitation. Oh, nice! We can investigate the serpent's belly. Alright. Let's go into the sea serpent. Oh, this is crazy. Tiny fire pit. It's not much, but a few embers burn within. The captain! Hey, we found the captain! The way out. I better not think about this. It's better not to think about this. Yeah, let's not think about how we're going to get out of here. The The captain says, "Ahoy! Don't tell me that overgrown eel gobbled you up as well. Come and warm yourself by the fire. We ain't going anywhere soon." You look at the throbbing red walls of the monster's stomach and notice the discoloration and spotting. The campfire's smoke is surely the cause of the beast's ailment. Actually, I came here looking for you, Captain." "Eh? How'd you know I was a captain?" "There's a little minnow waiting on the docks for her father." "Oh, my little girl, my heart and joy. I promised I'd see her as soon as we anchored, but I never got the chance." "Has it got anything to do with that fishy fellow captaining your ship?" Raising his arms in anger, the man stomps his feet on the fleshy floor. The outburst causes the serpent another coughing fit, rocking you back and forth. "That rotten son of a barnacle! We were just a few weeks from home when he conspired to mutiny. Ever since I told him the tale of the mermaid and her conch, he got this hungry look in his eye. Ain't never seen someone so obsessed. So he and the other bad apples jumped me in the night and tied me up. The rest of my trusty crew as well. Then that floppin' flounder made us walk the plank into the briny deep. I was praying to Neptune, and he must have answered my call. This great bloody serpent swallowed me up and saved me from drowning. Been stuck in here ever since. Can't seem to get out, but the fire keeps me from going all the way through the other end at least. Though with that metal head of yours, you ought to have no trouble passing through without much fuss." "Just what I needed today. Say, all that smoke is causing our host great discomfort. I'm sure you'd both be happier if you parted ways." "How do you suppose we do that? Let me see what I can cook up with that fire pit of yours." If one were to build up enough irritants, the beast may be provoked into explosively expelling the source. Are we going to give the sea serpent explosive diarrhea? Oh no. All this smoke would make anyone sputter. Alright, we need to make a potion of blight, royal incense, and allergenic potpourri. Alright, let's start with the potion of blight. We can make one of those, fortunately. I still have a few Eye of Newts left. Alright, then we need to make royal incense. Okay, we made that for the queen bee. We're going to need one of these. Smoke pellets. And we're going to need a jar of witch spice. Okay, got plenty of that. And we're going to need, I think this is the soporific potion. Oh good, we got water and we can make that. Alright, let's craft the royal incense. Okay, and then we need to make allergenic potpourri. I think that's a new recipe for me. Where is it sitting in here? Oh, it was over here under reagents. Okay, we need dog hair, cat hairball, and a rat tail. Fortunately, I have all of those things. Alright. We've got it. Alright, let's put in the potion of blight. You set the smelly preparations beside the fire. If one, yeah, There's the royal incense. And there's the allergenic potpourri. You pile the eye-watering ingredients on the campfire and fan the flames. Soon black smoke billows up and fills every nook and cranny with its stinging odor. The captain scratches his nose and stifles a great sneeze. Phew, that's quite a concoction. This serpent will feel more than a tickle in his throat. You feel a deep rumbling through the fleshy floor. Get ready to set sail, Captain. We'll be out of here soon enough. You kick up the smoky coals. Oh, coals, I'm sorry. You kick up the smoky coals, spreading the aggravating haze until a rumbling quake knocks you onto your backside. Landwalker, what have you? The captain leaps into your arms, and the two of you clutch each other tightly as muscles contract violently beneath your feet. A surging contraction forces you up and out of the serpent's blowhole like a gunshot. Oh, okay, we're going out his blowhole. I thought we were going out a different hole. You shoot out of the serpent's cavern and clear over the lagoon. The captain holds you tighter than a lifebuoy as you sail across the blue sky. The tiny harbor front below grows closer and closer until the hulking mass of a ship rushes up to meet you. With a crash of splintering wood and rushing water, everything goes black. You regain your senses and get to your feet, despite feeling a bit soggy. Everything seems to be in working order. Behind you, the fish's base of operations has been cracked open like an egg. Fishermen are busy rescuing shell-shocked sailors from the waters. Oh my, what happened here? You didn't see it? A great bloody cannonball came rocketing out of the sky and stove in the captain's pride and joy. Poor girl didn't even stand a chance. I've never seen a shot so powerful. I think all hands managed to get clear of the wreckage, though. All hands? What about the fish? The buccaneer wipes a single salty tear from his face. He points to something familiar that is washed up on the nearby shore. You know what they say, the captain always goes down with his ship. Oh, it's the captain's hat! Collect the soul of the fish. It appears to be the bicorn captain's hat last worn by the fish. Waterlogged and shot through with splinters. You reach down to pick it up, but it flops on the sand like some beached sea creature. The soul of the fish. We got it! Quest completed. Well, if I'd known it would be that easy to finish this quest, I'd have finished it yesterday. And it's a good thing we unlocked the chest in here. There was a special chest inside the ship that was full of sand dollars. We managed to get it. Oh look, he's back with his daughter. You find the captain and his daughter in a loving embrace. Oh, duh, I just knew you'd come back. My little sea star. I'm so sorry I made you wait for so long. Can you ever forgive this old wash-up? Aww. What's happened to Da's ship? It got trashed. I don't think I've ever found a use for the algae yet. Oh, shoot. Oh, I must have dug up a crab. And it got me. It pinched me on the buns. Alright, well, let's heal up. There we go. Got my heart back. Alright, let's check and see. What do we need to do next? Well, we could explore the haunted house north of the graveyard, or we could visit the market. Okay, I'm gonna go to the market. We stepped into the market briefly in order to shear one of the sheep missionaries for the ram quest. This one here. But we didn't actually explore the market. I want to go do that. I'm pretty sure the market is up here, or can be reached up here. I'm gonna grab some barnacles here. Alright, yep, this goes to the market. Let's see what's in the market. Maybe we can find the cat. Hello, Jed. Welcome to the chat room. Oh, you just got your ears pierced last month. Congrats. Yeah, you were talking to me about jewelry yesterday. I'm sorry I didn't talk too much about it. I don't know if you heard me answering all of your questions. I think I answered all of your questions, but I just, you know, it might have taken me a little while to get to them. There was a lot going on in the chat yesterday, which is cool. There were a lot of people visiting and stopping by and stuff. It was nice. But I don't know if you get a chance, you know, to hear all of the answers. But, you know, you're always welcome to contact me. I'm all over the place. I'm on Patreon, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. And from Patreon, there's links to other websites and things. It should be able to take you to my... you can message me on Twitch. You can message me on Twitter. You can email me, stuff like that, if you ever have questions about anything. Let's see what's going on in the market. Okay, we've got... It looks a lot like the village. We've got pigeons. We've got rats. We have a merchant here who doesn't take kindly to thieves. And what in the world is this? We have a sad unicorn. Hard to say whether this is more donkey or more unicorn, but whichever, it is undeniably sad. Aww, and we have a knightly statue, a copper monument to some long-forgotten conqueror. Weaknesses unknown. What's going on there? Merchant. Villager. Okay. Yeah, we haven't used our pluck pocket on a villager. I'd like to try that because I'm not sure what we're going to get from the villagers if we use it. Oh. I guess he dropped a jar and a gold coin. Okay. They just drop random loot, huh? Okay. We got seashells from the fish folk at the docks. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, there's a pickpocket up there. Some more elves here. Rat nests. Well, I've got a few rat tails already. I don't know if I need any more. I would probably need some more cat hairballs, though. Let's see. I think I've got... No, I don't have any cat treats. Let me make a few of these, because I think I need a few more hairballs. Just in case. If we run into any cats. Sure, I'll put this down for the rat. What the heck? There we go. Grab some rodent lard, meaty bits, and a rat tail. We had to use a rat tail in that previous quest, so I guess we could replenish our stock a bit. Pockets ripe for plucking, yeah. Alright, is this gonna be a mimic? Yeah, it is. Okay. I think this is where we came in and found the mercenary. Yeah, it was right here. Mercenary. Missionary. Not mercenary. Missionary. Big difference. Big difference. Oh, Jed is asking, what was the first video game that got you into gaming? Pong. I am old enough to have played Pong in the 70s. I played Pong with my dad. My dad had it and his friends. Oh, there's another mimic there. And then he also had a friend who had an Apple II computer. Around 1980 or so, and his friend had games on that. There was a game called Odyssey: The Complete Adventure, which was a kind of open world fantasy RPG kind of game, similar to Skyrim, but only, you know, much less, you know, much more low tech. We had a green screen monitor. But you were a little person that moved around an island and you explored things and you built up a party of people, and I loved that game. There was another game called Palace in Thunderland that was a text adventure, kind of a choose your own adventure sort of thing that I also loved. It was on the Apple II. And then on our Atari, after Pong, of course, they started coming out with things like Pitfall and Pole Position, and there was a Superman game that I used to love playing when I was a kid. The graphics were horrible. If you look up Atari Superman sometime and just see how bad the graphics were. But I loved it. Hey Gentugo, how you doing? Okay, looks like these guys are fighting. The Chandler is irked beyond measure with his merchant colleagues. The Smith is more fired up than usual. And the Baker, something is up this Baker's bonnet. Oh, look at what it is. It's the, well, I was going to say it's the Butcher, the Baker, the Candlestick Maker, but it's not. It's the Smith, the Baker, the Candlestick Maker. That's an old nursery rhyme. The Butcher, the Baker, the Candlestick Maker. Okay, this does not seem to be a mimic, but I can't get into it. There's a merchant. Can I talk to the merchant? No, can't interact with the merchant. Alright, there's a bandit. I can grab that nail. Haha, what are you going to do about it? Alright, there's something sparkling over here. Market. You elbow your way to the front of a crowd that is gathered to observe a three-way shouting match. A trio of merchants are yelling wildly at each other. The Baker says, "You treacherous fiend! I know it was you that snuck into my shop and put mealworms in my bread." The Blacksmith says, "Worms? Do you think I have time to traipse about your silly little bakery? I have to make sure you stay out of my smithy. Firecrackers in my coal. I could have lost an eye." And the Candler says, "Haha, you would have deserved it, you traitor. I know you ruined a whole batch of my candles with that sulfur stunt. Now my store smells like a mule's behind." The men launch themselves at one another, fists swinging in a whirling melee. Off in the shadows, you catch a stealthy figure watching the chaos with a delighted grin. Oh, we've met the cat. There's the cat. Is this like Puss in Boots kind of thing? Nya, haha, dance, dance, how the idiots prance. With a flick of her tail, the feline disappears through the maze of market stalls. What's all this commotion about? A dull, monotonous voice drones out across the square in reply. You don't even know the worst of it. Oh, it's the sad unicorn. New chapter, the cat. Aha. Alright. What's going on here, though? What's this thing? Conveniently placed basket. Let's grab it. A great offering of produce sits before this effigy, but you glimpse a single telltale marker secreted into one of the baskets. A quick tug and the illusion is dispelled. Oh! A crack in the foundation. This probably unlocks the fast travel into the hub. Yes, it does! Looky there! Right, so now we can go to the market. We can go to the village. We can go to the docks. We can go to the graveyard. We can go to the fields. We can go to the forest. The swamp. And there's one here we haven't unlocked. I think it's mountains because it's covered in snow. I'm going to say that's mountains. And then we can go back to my house. Oh, nice. But gosh, we've only gathered about half of the souls, so we still have lots and lots of souls to gather. I guess there's a lot more to this game than I thought. And maybe there's a lot more to the various areas. Some of these areas have expanded in size as we get further into the game. They get bigger, and there's more things for us to go and look at and do. So maybe that's going to happen here too. Alright, let's go back to the market. Oh, Jed's saying, for me it was Halo 3 on Xbox 360 as a kid. Yeah. Yeah, I'm old. I was alive before video games. And then, of course, there were arcade games, too. There were things like Pac-Man, Ms. Pac-Man, you know, stuff like that. There was a Star Wars video game that I used to love playing when I was a kid, back in the 80s. I don't know, but see, for a while, I kind of got out of playing games because I moved out of my parents' house and I didn't have a computer or a game console to take with me. They kept everything, you know, I still had younger siblings at home, and they kept the ColecoVision and the Intellivision and the computer and everything. The Apple II computer. Oh, and I had a Texas Instruments 99.4A for a while. I played some games on that, but they were text adventures. You know, the kind where it's mostly a story game, and then you type in commands like go north or take sword or whatever. Used to play a lot of those. But yeah, when I moved out of the house and I went to college, and I was, you know, away at college for a while, and then I was, you know, starting my career and doing things, I didn't own a computer during those years. I would go home sometimes. I mean, I remember going home and playing Doom. My sisters had the very first Doom game. I want to say, what was that, in the early 90s? Late 80s, early 90s? They would play Doom a lot, and I played that. But there's a window of time there, like in the late 80s, early 90s, where I didn't play any computer games. And then, because I was busy, you know, going to school or working. And it wasn't until, I'd say, about 2000, maybe, we got a PlayStation. I got married, and we, you know, started having kids, but we got a PlayStation. My husband got a PlayStation. And I started playing some games on that. So coming back into gaming at that point, I think one of the first games I played was Kingdom Hearts. And I played the first Infamous game, which I really enjoyed. I played Red Dead Redemption, you know, and Skyrim and BioShock. I mean, that was all back, you know, gosh, what, like 10, 12 years ago or whatever. But yeah, I think Kingdom Hearts was the first. Well, Kingdom Hearts and Sims were the first two games that I kind of got back into playing. I played some other stuff, and Infamous was one of the first games I got back into playing. I played some other stuff. I can't remember what it was. There was some Harry Potter game that was out back in like 2004 or 2006, or I don't even remember. There was some Harry Potter thing where you were at Hogwarts and you played as Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron, and you had to switch between the three of them depending on what you needed to do in the game because they had different abilities. I played that game. I did a lot of PC gaming though too when my kids were really little, because we had a PC in the kitchen, and so when I was in the kitchen, like feeding the baby at the high chair or whatever, making dinner or whatever I was doing, sometimes I would play little like point and click adventure game kind of things on the PC. That was in the 2000s. But yeah, I mean, I've off and on my whole life, I've been pretty much playing video games for as long as there's been video games. Gentiga says, I used to play that old Star Wars game. Do you remember? It was all just white lines, right? Like a black background and white lines. Wasn't it? Little TIE fighters or something you had to shoot. Hey, Stella, how you doing? Crashels, you must really be enjoying this. I am! This is a fun game. I'm not going to stream for too long today because I'm not feeling very well and I need to go make dinner and stuff. I don't want to spend too much time on this. But yeah, I wanted to get a little gaming time in. Say hello to everybody. Jed was asking, what was the first video game that you played that got you into video gaming? What are some of your first games, Istella? I'm exploring the market here, so you can talk to us while I look around the market. They're having a disagreement here, and I gotta deal with that. Don't know where the cat went, though. Talk to the unicorn in the market. Okay, I gotta talk to the unicorn. Here's the unicorn. The sad unicorn. Hitched to a post, this tragic creature raises its tear-filled eyes at you. Despite its depressing appearance, you find yourself somehow feeling lighter. Aw, poor sad unicorn. Why are you sad? What on earth is a rainbow spirit doing in the midst of a market brawl? I thought your kind thrived on love and sunshine, and all that kind of sappy drivel. Oh sure, normally this market's a wonderful place to be, but lately it's been nothing but misery and unrest. Just look around. All I see are three little brats puffing out their chests and barking like mutts. Surely a hot meal and a good night's rest will cool their heads? I'm afraid it goes deeper than that. You see, all sorts of awful things have been happening. Vandalism in folks' gardens, trash in the well, wagon wheels tampered with, rumors spreading like wildfire about this or that, cheats and lies. Now I'm usually the one who keeps the peace around here with my trusty magic horn, makes the truth flow and keeps folk honest. But with all this deception and treachery in the air, it's as limp as a noodle. My powers are useless. Oh, a droopy horn is no laughing matter. No, it's not. If you had a bit of a pick-me-up, do you suppose you could get this place under control? Sure as sugar. I just need to get some of my strength back. A good snack ought to perk you right up. Oh, look at the little rainbow roll. Let's see what sorts of treats old Granny has in her pockets. Alright, let's make a rainbow roll. What does it take to make a rainbow roll? Looks like it's got some jimmies on it. Yeah, I gotta have a grenade. Okay, I've got plenty of impi nuts. Gotta make some dough, and we gotta make a glitter bomb. Ah, haha, okay. I got what I need to make a glitter bomb. And I should have what I need to make some dough. Yeah, grain, milk, and an egg. There we go. Yay! A good snack ought to perk you right up. We'll give him the rainbow roll. The miserable creature dips its snout to investigate your tasty dessert. Is this for me? It troubles me to see a benevolent beast afflicted by such melancholy, and the quicker that horn of yours works, the quicker we can sort out this mess. Woo! Look at that! His horn's not drooping anymore. Throwing back its head, the unicorn swallows the odd confection without even chewing. The spots on its back glow a soft lavender, and its hooved feet levitate off the ground for just a moment. Yeah, that's how I feel when I eat a treat. From above, a thin sliver of sunlight breaks through the clouds and sparkles off the unicorn's horn, momentarily blinding you in a dazzling flash. When you look back, the unicorn is happily wagging its tail at you. Its horn looks reinvigorated with a pearlescent sheen. Oh, that hit the spot. Looks like the old truth detector is working again. Well, what are you waiting for? Blast those fools. The unicorn lowers its horn and takes aim at the feuding shopkeepers. A long moment passes as the unicorn's body quivers with anticipation. Wait, I swear this never happens. My powers are all charged up, but none of them are actually lying. So they really did sabotage each other's businesses then? My horn will only be able to blast the lies out of someone who's truly false. As far as they know, they're each telling the truth. Which means someone else must be responsible for this mess. Yeah, the cat. Are we only just now figuring that out? The feuding shopkeepers run out of insults to hurl at each other and all storm back to their business in a huff. I'll go investigate the scenes of the crimes at their shops. Maybe I can turn up some clues. Turnip. I know, that's just me laughing at it. She didn't actually say turnip, but, you know. Okay. Find clues of the cat's crimes. Speak to the chandler in his candle shop. Speak to the baker in his bakery. Speak to the blacksmith in his smithy. Alright. Let's go check things out. Where is... Looks like we got some cheese over here. Oh, dang. There's an angry goose. Perhaps the nastiest of birds. Okay. We'll grab that sewing kit. We'll take the bug ichor. Oh, and there's an egg right there. What's up with that egg? Golden egg. The coveted treasure of the most unpleasant waterfowl. No. The goose is guarding it. Do we know what to do with the goose yet? It might come attack me. Yeah, you gonna come out here and get me? Oh, you got me, ow! It did get me. Well, maybe at some point we'll know what we need to do with that golden goose. Alright, who's this? Among the merchant's wares, you spy a stack of jars that might be of use. But are they worth your gold? Sure. The merchant eyes you suspiciously, but takes your money. Take the jar. Okay. Oh, I can buy jars from this guy, huh? Okay, that's cool. What can I buy from this guy? Anything? Nothing. Oh, I need to deal with the goose first. Aw, man, come on. I could have just snatched it right there. Alright. What about this guy? Okay. What about this guy? Market merchant. Nothing here catches your eye, but a keen witch sees an opportunity for gold. Any craftsperson needs... Oh, I can sell reedy twine. Okay, sure. The merchant is surprised by your offer, but graciously accepts. He tosses a coin in your direction. Yeah, toss a coin to your witch. Or something. I will catch the coin. Thank you, good sir. Oh, this looks like it might be a forge. Oh no, this is the oven for baking. Okay, yeah, bake it till you make it. Ah, I see. Let's go in the bakery. Oh, I still listening. Your first video game was Alex Kidd in Miracle World, I think. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Hey Storm, how you doing? I see you in the chat room. Alright, let's take a look around. Alright, see, now there's another open-topped barrel. And a box. And some bread. Okay. Alright, what's your deal, dude? Grr, that oafish blacksmith just grinds my gears. I ought to give him a smack on the brow next I see him. Master Baker, please settle down. You've been tricked. I very much doubt that. Only a fool would believe that story without any evidence. Fine, you want evidence? I'll get you some. The true criminal must have left clues around here somewhere. Well, have you got any evidence yet? Oh, I gotta find the cat's confession. Okay. Well, let's look around. Completely mundane, yes. Completely mundane. Some sort of pumpkin loaf. Okay. Baguettes and only baguettes. Conspicuous urn. An out-of-place presence in such a bakery. Okay. Alright, we're gonna take his dough and his milk and his egg here. We're gonna check out the conspicuous urn. This strange vase doesn't look like it belongs in a bakery, and there's still some bugs and dirt inside. An inscription on the side reads, Harold Grimes, 17-something to 17-something, hanged under the old grave tree for crimes he never committed. Oh, I wonder if that's got something to do with the graveyard. We found a hanging ghost in the graveyard, remember? Huh. Can I take it? I don't think I can take it. No? Alright, well maybe if we go back and deal with the hanging ghost. Alright, well. We've spoken to the baker. Let's go speak to the blacksmith. I don't know how many of these cobblestones I'm gonna need. I just keep digging them up everywhere. What's up here? Cooking pit. Suitable for a large cookout, though it hasn't seen such for a very long time. Okay, what in the world would that be for? Alright, here's a cow in case we need more milk. I suppose I could get some. There we go. What's up here? Oh my, who's this? A tall pig, another of the pig siblings, neither the largest nor the smallest. Another of the pig siblings. Have we met the other pig siblings? Another implies that we've met one previously, but I don't think we have. Hello? Workers only. Scram. Okay. Maybe that'll be important later. Alright, this looks like it might be a butcher's place. Meat for the table. Pretty evidently a butcher shop closed at the moment. Okay. Right, so where are the other shops we're supposed to find? We found the baker. Oh, there's the candle shop. Yeah, okay, it's full of candles. Definitely, absolutely, okay. The Undying Flame. Hello? What's going on in here? There's another one of those open top barrels. Alright, dude, let's talk. That insufferable baker. I'll tear his nose off next time I see him. Settle down, Master Chandler. You're being duped by a prankster. Ha, prankster? It was that baker, I'm sure of it. I don't see no evidence to the contrary. You want evidence, eh? I bet there's a clue around here that will unveil the real truth. Get some evidence or get out. Alright. We're looking for clues, huh? Ooh, what's this? Completely mundane. Are you sure about that? Oh, there's a tiny cauldron. Failing to live up to its potential of being empty. Chandler's ledger. Impenetrably technical. Detailing far more about wax than a layperson could care to know. Basket. Alright. Perfectly ordinary supplies. Completely mundane. What's this? Perfectly ordinary supplies. Grinder. Only powder remains in this small basin. Wax granules. This bag smells suspiciously of sulfur and has a shipping address stamped on it. Pier 3 Imports Dockyards. Oh, I bet we have to go back to the docks and go to the... because the piers were numbered. Yeah, I noticed that. Okay, okay. That's cool. So maybe we gotta go back to the docks with the graveyard. And, alright, let's go see if we can find the blacksmith. Alright, this takes us back to the docks. Okay. Well, let's go to the docks and see if we can find what's going on in pier number 3. Yeah, I see you there, Crab. So there's number 6. There's number 5. There's number 4. And there's number 3. Alright. So, is there anything at pier number 3? Hazy water. Something lurks here beneath a cloud of displaced ocean sand. Weaknesses unknown. Oh my. Maybe unveiling powder will work? Let's see if that'll do anything. Nope, can't use it here. Let's see. Maybe a fishing line? Where's the fishing line? There it is, fishing line. Nope, can't use that. Huh. Well, if we don't know what to use on it, maybe we gotta go and talk to the blacksmith before we can pursue any of this. Well, let's go fishing while we're here. There we go. I mean, this is one of those kind of story adventure games where sometimes you have to do everything in the right order. And even if you're in the right place doing the right thing, it's not available to you until you've done some other step in the process. Ah, this looks like the blacksmith. The Iron Anvil. Okay, yeah, and there's a few nails laying around over here. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, right. This is where the golden goose's eggs are here. Come here, you little jerk. There we go. There's a little elf running around over here too. Can we make one of these? A shiny lure. We're gonna electrocute him and steal his shoes. Haha. Shazam! Alright. Let's go into the Iron Anvil. Hey there, Mr. Blacksmith. How you doing? Gotcha. Let's take a look around. Love your shop. Hot dog, look at this place. Weapons, tools, shields. Ooh, my man is busy. The smith glowers left and glowers right, hoping to lay his glower upon the cat. Alright, let's talk to him. The blacksmith says, "Arg, that blasted chandler! I'll wring his scrawny neck." "Calm yourself, Master Blacksmith. You're being played for a fool." "Ha, fat chance. Only some hard evidence could ever convince me that it wasn't that blundering knave. If someone really has been sneaking around in here, there ought to be some clues left behind. Only evidence could possibly change my mind." Alright. Let's look around for some evidence. Just an empty bucket. Another barrel. Smith tool. Nothing to do with the cat. Full of cold coals. Disturbed coal. Oh, someone's been rooting around in here. Some fireworks have been hastily shoved into this coal barrel. A tag on the firework reads, "Property of Town Watch. If lost, please return to the village Gallows." Alright. Ah, yeah, so now it's telling me to investigate Pier 3 at the docks, visit the old hanging tree in the graveyard, and investigate the gallows in the village. Okay. You have a nice day. I'll see you later. Now let's go check out the docks. I did things out of order. let's run down here. Get past all the enemies. Yeah. Alright, here's Pier 3. Alright, now let's see if we can figure out... No, we still can't see what's in there. Oh, alright. Yeah, we're investigating it right now. Alright, well, maybe we gotta go... investigate the hanging tree in the graveyard. How do we get out of here? Where does this lead us? To the village. Okay, let's go up to the village. Alright. Visit the Gallows in the village. Alright, I think that's over here. Down here. This is the Gallows here. Quite tidy considering. Weakness. Unknown. You peer through the slatted planks of the town's gallows. It doesn't look like it's seen much use recently. The space underneath it is stuffed with evidence, storage, and parade decorations, including a box of dusty fireworks. An errant note catches your eye, but you can't quite fit your hand through the wooden planks. Drat, I'll need something thin and grabby. Pluck the clue from the village gallows. Okay. We need to use a pluck pocket. Got it. You pluck out the slip of paper from under the gallows. It looks like a torn notebook page, hastily stuffed in a crack, almost wanting to be discovered. If you're reading this, then you've no doubt been witness to my greatest crime spree. I, the cat, will be remembered throughout history as the greatest underground mastermind. The town flatfoots will never notice a couple parade fireworks missing, and that blacksmith buffoon will lose more than a few chest hairs. Hey, don't mess with his chest hairs. Dang it. How arrogant. This proof ought to convince the blacksmith of the cat's involvement. Alright, I will take it. Excellent. Oh, look, the little sheep are still dancing. That's awesome. So, is this notice board still a thing? Can we interact with it? No, okay. Alright. Yeah. Alright, let's go back to the docks. Maybe I have to click the X button. See, I was standing next to the gallows and I had to actually push the X button on when it was highlighted. And then I got the prompt to take the note. So let's try that. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Let's go down here. Let's stand by it and click on it. There we go, deep water. This is the shipping address for the sulfur crates, but you don't find anything incriminating. You do, however, spot something wedged between the watery piles of the pier. Something must have gotten knocked off the docks, or was purposefully disposed of. Let's reel it up and take a look-see. Alright, now do we know? Ah, now we can use a fishing line. Ugh, okay. You fish out an empty sulfur tin with a wad of wet paper stuffed inside. Though the ink is running, you can still make out the loopy handwriting. Another brilliant strategy by the world's most brilliant strategist. That's me, the cat. If you're reading this, then be sure to write my name down in the history books. This sulfur smells so rotten it will put those candlesticks the candler makes right in the trash. He'll think the baker did it when I dust the shop with flour. Well then, this is the proof that the candler... is it Chandler or Candler? Chandler is looking for. We will take the cat's confession, yes. Alrighty. Yeah. So now, what do we need? We need to visit the hanging tree in the graveyard. Alright, that's down here. Jed is saying, I just turned 20 last month. Do you have any advice for going into your 20s? Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. That's an interesting question. I will pose it to the entire chat room, because I think some of you in the chat room are older than 20. What's your advice for someone in their 20s? My oldest daughter is 21 years old, but you know, she's been listening to my advice all her life. I think people in their 20s are often in a hurry, right? I don't know what it is, but I mean, I was the same way, and I know that, you know, I've known a lot of young people who are also this way. They seem to be in a really big hurry for something, you know, whatever it is. They want to hurry up and find a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or they want to hurry up and, you know, get out in the world and not be doing school anymore, or they want to hurry up and move out, or they want to hurry, you know, everything's hurry. There's this feeling like they got to get out there and do it, got to do it all, because now they're adults and they've got to hurry up. And they compare themselves to other people a lot, and so they might see other people that are doing things that they're not doing, and they feel this pressure. I gotta hurry. And I would say, don't. Relax. You don't need to be in a hurry to find your soulmate. You don't need to be in a hurry to finish school. You don't need to be in a hurry to move out. I mean, unless your circumstances are bad. In my case, they were, and I moved out when I was 18. But, you know, it's okay to take your time. It's okay to not be doing the same things everyone else is doing. But at the same time, you also don't want to waste your youth. I didn't really have a job. Like, I didn't really try to find a real job. I mean, I always worked. I've worked from the time I was 14. I've worked doing something. But I didn't really try to find a job, a serious job, until I was in my late 20s, mid to late 20s. And that's one thing I wished I had done sooner. I wish that I had taken things a little more seriously when I was younger. Again, not to be in a hurry necessarily. For me, the hurry was I wanted to hurry up and travel, and I wanted to hurry up and find my soulmate, and I wanted to hurry up and, you know, get married. I ended up married and then divorced in my early 20s. Married and almost immediately divorced because I was in a hurry. But I wish I had taken my job situation more seriously. You know, instead of just, I kind of just messed around with minimum wage jobs for a long time. Instead of having the confidence to believe in myself and to believe in my education and to believe in that I deserved better, you know. Now, that's one thing I would give credit to a lot of young people nowadays, is I think y'all do know that you deserve better. I mean, that's why people do want better jobs and better circumstances, and they want better treatment from other people, and they want better things from the government. You know, they definitely know that things should be better, and they want better. I think I like that about this generation. I mean, I know a lot of people my age and older don't like that. You know, it's like, well, I had to suffer, so you should have to suffer. It's like, no, I don't believe that at all. I think you guys are right for wanting, for expecting better from each other and from other people and from the world. I really do think you're fine. I think you got that figured out. Um, but yeah, that's, I don't know. I don't know what else to say, really. Everybody's situations are different, you know? Everyone's on a different path. Everyone, you know, even in your early 20s, everybody's on a different path, coming from different circumstances. Chantiga says, I was just thinking that too, Jewel. What were you thinking? I said a lot of things right there, so I'm not sure which one you were which one you were agreeing with. Oh, you're welcome, Ched. Good luck. Good luck. I don't know. I'd also say it's okay to make mistakes. I think young people put a lot of pressure on themselves of any generation. I think this one and in the this one it's real bad because y'all have the internet. And so there's this constant reminder of things that other people are doing, and there's this constant sense that you're connected to people that are going to judge you or something. But we didn't have that when I was in my 20s. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have that kind of connection. I mean, you know, at most we had telephones. You know, we wrote letters to people. I mean, we weren't like in constant contact with like the world and feeling like it was breathing down our necks. So you guys have that disadvantage. So yeah, to that extent, I'd say get off social media. Now, I didn't tell my daughter that, my daughters, but they chose to not be on social media. I mean, I think they are to some extent. They may have accounts and they may like message their friends on Discord and stuff like that. But like my kids don't have Facebook accounts. They don't have Twitter accounts. They're not on Tumblr. They're not on TikTok. They're not on, well, I think they do watch some TikTok videos on YouTube or something, but they're not on Instagram. They're not on any of that because that stuff's poison. That can really be poison unless you're careful. I mean, I wouldn't say don't be on it at all, but like, you know, if you find yourself being on it and doom scrolling or getting depressed or getting, you know, comparing yourself to other people or whatever, then reduce your time on those platforms. You know, try to keep things positive. Follow people who make you feel good about yourself and about your life. You know, don't follow people that make you feel bad. Oh, Gentigu's saying about rushing in the 20s. I wish I had slowed down back then. Aw, yeah, totally. I was in such a gosh darn hurry. You know, for what? I don't really know. You know, I mean, it's just enjoy it and enjoy your youth. Because as bad as it is, and I think that's a thing that young people do too, is they think that bad times will last forever or that good times will last forever. Like whatever their situation is, because everybody is different. You know, some people are coming from a lot of good experiences that they grew up with, and some people are coming from a lot of bad experiences. And of course, the world kind of sucks right now in a lot of ways for a lot of people. But I think that young people tend to feel like whatever is going on is going to be that way forever. And it's not. The world changes constantly. It's up and down. Your life will change constantly, and there's ups and downs. People will come into your life. People will go out of your life. There's ebbs and flows, you know. And you just kind of roll with it. Appreciate what you have when you have it. Make the most of things that you have. You know, but don't get too bogged down in thinking that something's going to last forever, misery is going to last forever, or that the good times are going to last forever. I mean, it's constant change, constant, you know, up and down. And I think that young people have a lot of energy, so they have the energy to fight it. They have the energy to get mad about it. But it's a waste of energy, you know. Direct your energies toward things you can change, right? What's the Serenity Prayer? Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I think that prayer, even though that's supposed to be for people who are in Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous and stuff, I think that applies to everybody. You know, we've got to be brave enough to change the things that should be changed, but also have the peace, the inner peace to accept things that we can't change. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, into the graveyard. Let's see if we can find this last note and incriminate the cat, and then I'm gonna go make dinner. Oh, and the other piece of advice I have is life is too short for bad sex. Whatever your sexual proclivities may or may not be. I mean, this is, you know, whether you're ace all the way to, you know, polyamorous, whatever your deal is, you know thyself and find people that make you happy in that regard. Life is too short to waste your time with people that don't fulfill you sexually, emotionally, mentally. But a lot of that comes from knowing yourself. Gotta know who you are. Ooh, steak wrapped in bacon sounds fantastic. That's what I need right about now. I've got a steak in my fridge that I want to cook up, but I gotta cook the hamburger first. I'm gonna make some chili tonight. Alright, now I think that this hanging tree... Okay, there's the mansion we gotta go to meet the rat. I haven't done that yet. But I think the hanging tree... Yeah, it's right over here. Okay, where the cat icon is. Okay, we'll go this way. Okay, I guess we gotta interact with this thing. Oh, the hanged ghosts. The crooked fellow peers down at you as if you're someone else, coming to make fun of his eternal predicament. You spot a piece of paper floating inside his translucent body. What you got there? Don't suppose I can convince you to cough up that paper, can I? Oh, spirit salts. I can handle some spirit salts. Yeah, I think I got what I need for that. Alright. You sprinkle the exorcising salts onto the ghost. He sputters and sneezes up the paper suspended inside his head before going back to swinging as if nothing had happened. Looks like a page of someone's diary. My best plan yet. These grave bugs will make the baker's buns taste like embalmed eclairs. I'll just dump the dirt out of this stupid urn to carry them. This should be proof enough to convince the baker who the real culprit was. Right. Oh, now. I gotta get some more of these because I want to be able to make some skeleton keys. So let's make some more spirit salts. Which means I need some more unveiling powder. See, I need these skeleton keys to open up some locked chests, but in order to make them, I need mummified heads. And some more grave bones, too, so maybe I should grab some of those while I'm here. Let's put these spirit salts into my inventory. Come on, dude. There we go. Grab some more bones while we're here. Oh shoot. I still don't know how to deal with that thing. Oh, come on, you big jerk. Let's heal up. Oh, there's two right here. We got a twofer on that one. Oh shoot, that thing. Just gathering ingredients while I'm here in the graveyard. Need more bones. Okay. Now we still have one spirit salt left. I'll hang on to that just in case. Alright, so we gotta return back to the market. Let's go this way. Oh, let's grab that rose. Oh, you're welcome, Jed. Jed's saying, very helpful. I grew up with divorced parents and often feel so behind having to parent myself. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that can happen even if your parents aren't divorced. You can feel like you parented yourself. Depending on the emotional maturity of the parents involved. You know, and if you grow up in an abusive family or you grow up with emotionally immature parents, or people that have parents with addictions, alcoholic parents, you know, or someone with a drug addiction or something, you know, then you can have kids that grow up feeling like they're parenting themselves. Yeah. And it can be really rough, and it's tough too eventually when you have kids of your own, and you don't have parental instincts, because you know that your parental instincts are screwed up, right? You don't want to do what your parents did because you don't want to mess up your kids, but you don't know what to do right because you didn't have healthy parents. So yeah, it can be very, very frustrating. Or if if they didn't have a healthy marriage, it's hard to know what to do to have a healthy relationship. It can be very difficult. Yeah, very, very difficult. Alright, let's see here. This is the market, I think. Yep, back to the market. Alright, now we have to take all of the proof around to everyone. Where was everybody? Where'd that little soot sprite go? Oh, look at it running off up there. Running right off into that. Look at it dancing around that golden egg up there. You little jerk. Come here. He's hiding behind that nasty goose. Look at it. It's like it knows that I'm not going to come and get it. Oh, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. Got you. Okay. Oh, okay. So all he sells is jars. I'm good. I think I'm good. I don't need any jars. I'm fine. I can make my own dang jars. Thank you. Alright, let's go talk to the blacksmith. Hey there. Let's give him the cat's confession. His beady eyes go wide with anger as he reads through the paper. Why, that no good cat. The whole market could have gone up in a big ball of flame. I take it you'll let the candler off the hook. Chandler? Sure, looks like he wasn't involved in this plot, though I still don't care for his candles much. Excellent. Maybe with you three at peace we can get to the bottom of this. Ha her. I'm gonna grab those coals. Alright. Now we need to go visit the candle shop and the bakery. Where was the candle shop? It was surrounded by candles. There it is. Here you go. The cat's confession. His cheeks flush bright red, stomping and shouting at the cat's confession. Why, that yowling pest, that's my whole livelihood she's meddling with. You agree the baker's innocent then? Him? Pah, looks like he didn't have a hand in this horrible crime, though his bread's still stale if you ask me. As long as you three put a stop to this ruckus, maybe we can put an end to this grudge after all. I'll keep my eyes peeled for that darned cat. She won't show her nose around here again, that's for sure. Alright. Now. One more. The baker should be up here somewheres. Here we go. Bake it till you make it. Alright, chuck the evidence at him. His brow arches in anger as he reads the cat's confession. That unrefined little urchin. How dare she tamper with my buns like that? You'll forgive the blacksmith then? Huh? Well, sure. It doesn't look like he was involved in this at all. Splendid. If you three can get along long enough, we can bring the real culprit to justice. Now that these three fellows have cooled down a bit, I better have a chat with that plump purple pony to find out the best way to confront the swindler. Alright, back to the sad unicorn. Yeah, I'm a tamper with the blacksmith's buns, I'll tell you what. Where's the sad unicorn? Down here? Yep, here we go. Alright, Uni. Oh, Joy, you're back. Did you find anything in those shops? It would appear your market is plagued by the mastermind schemes of the cat. Well, maybe not so masterminded. She did leave behind a bunch of clues for me to find. As though summoned, a furry shape somersaults onto a nearby rooftop with a flourish. Nyahaha! I see you're a fan of my genius accomplishments. Well, you're in luck. Soon I'll have this whole village at my mercy. Quickly, your magic horn! The unicorn shuffles its stumpy legs to get a better shot at the monologuing feline. With a flick of her tail, the cat disappears, leaving only her voice cackling in the air. Nyahaha! You'll have to be faster than that, slowpokes. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm not very maneuverable in high-pressure situations. Don't fret, we'll just have to make sure she stands still next time. I should be able to concoct a tantalizing kitty treat strong enough to keep her attention. I'll set it up by that big statue there, you just get ready to fire. Feline Curio recipe. Alright. What do we need to craft a feline curio? Alright, I have the cat treat, witch spice, and stuffed burb. Oh! Alright, I can make witch spice pretty easily. Right there. Shazam! Alright, and what do we need for the stuffed burb? Oh, we had a cat that had a stuffed parrot. A little red parrot. And she absolutely loved it. She would carry it around with her everywhere. It was like her little baby. We called it her murder baby. Because we couldn't figure out whether she loved it like a kitten or she loved it like it was a mouse that she was going to eat. We weren't sure what kind of love she had for it. But she loved that little red parrot. And her sister, cat, the other cat that we had, would constantly steal it from her. She would carry it around and be so happy, and then it would be missing, and we'd be like, what happened to the parrot? Where's your parrot? And she'd be so sad, and we would look and look and look around for it, and it would be like under my daughter's bed, where the other cat would go, right? Because I have two girls, and they each have their own cat. And so, you know, the one would steal the little bird and then take it under the bed and hide with it. And we'd have to fish it out and give it back to Kaylee. Kaylee and Zoe. Yeah. It was so funny. Alright, little stuffed burb. Oh, look, yeah, see, we need a pigeon beak. We got that already. We need a mimic toe. We already have that. And we have the blue feather. Alright, let's do it. Oh, what? What? Can I not craft it? What can I not? Oh, I need 2 feathers. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back to the forest. Alright, hang on. Quick aside here. Run back to the forest. Grab a burb. There should be little blue burbs all around. There's a bird watcher real close. And we'll grab some. See, there's a bird right there. We'll put it down and we'll wait for the bird. Here it comes. There we go. Got it. See? There's the bird watcher right there. Well, since we're here, I probably need some more sticks. I'm running low on seeker vine too. Got plenty of fireflies and fairy dust. Alright, I'll look around for some sticks. Some right here. Excellent. Oh, and one right there. It's like the game knew I needed sticks. Alright. Oh, you're just begging to be caught. I'll catch you. Alright, let's go back. We can go ahead and make this thing. And make the Feline Curio. Alright, let's go back to the market and catch us a cat. We'll catch a cat soul. Alright. Place the Feline Curio at the market statue. Is this the market statue? Where are we supposed to be putting it? Cat catcher. Yeah, I guess this is it. Okay. Okay. You place down the scrumptious looking cat treat and duck behind a pumpkin to hide. Within moments, you hear the telltale laughter of the cat over the market stalls. Yeah, that's the best you can do? What do you take me for, a basic alley cat? You need more than a lump of garbage to catch me. Despite her lofty words, you see her eyes go wide and her tail flick as the scent of fish and catnip reaches her nose. Why, I'm the most sophisticated criminal underlord this world has ever... Say, what is that, tuna? You give the signal to the unicorn, but see that the beast is still facing entirely the wrong direction. Must I do everything around here? You slap the unicorn on its haunches, jolting it out of a daydream. What? Oh, right, yeah, the cat. The beast carefully takes aim, making sure to account for drag and wind speed direction. Alright, I've got her this time. By the light of the truth, I banish all lies from thee. A brilliant spark of rainbow light emits from the unicorn's horn and streaks toward the preoccupied cat. When the colorful smoke clears, you can't see hide nor hair of the cat. Only a smoldering pair of fancy leather boots remain near the statue. Ah, yeah, so it is like Puss in Boots. Wow, for a moment there, I thought all that talk about your magic horn was pure hogwash. I mean, usually it doesn't have such an explosive effect. I only meant to expel the lies from her, but I guess she was all lies? Didn't have a truthful bone in her body. Well, whatever the reason, I suppose she won't be blighting your market any longer. Yes, that's right. I can't wait for life to get back to normal. Thank you for all your help. You glance at one of the cat's boots, slumped over on its side. I better go gather her up. Oh, look, there they are. Oh, there's a whole bunch of cats. Oh, I got a cat hairball. Can I make some more cat treats? I can. I don't know how many cat hairballs I might need. There you go. Alright. But, alright, we need to collect the cats. The soul of the cat. You pick up the smoking boots of the cat. A rainbow hue radiates off the leather. They smell strongly of feet and candy. The soul of the cat. Though you suspect she may have 8 more lives left. Alright! We have gathered the soul of the cat. We gathered the soul of the fish at the beginning of this stream. Let's take a look. Yep, I grabbed the soul of the fish. We got the soul of the cat. Now we need to track down the rat. And... ooh, that's it then. We'll be done with those 4 souls. So we are probably about halfway through the game at this point. There are 12 souls we have to turn into the goat, and we've gathered 7 of the 12. However, I saw, spoiler alert, I saw in the trophies for this game that there's actually 14 souls we have to gather. There's a wolf soul and there is a stag or deer soul. So at 7 souls, we are 7's half of 14, so I guess we're about halfway through the game. This is a much bigger game than I thought it was going to be. Gentigo is asking, do they die when they change? I'm not sure. I don't think they... Well, I mean, I guess they die because we're collecting their souls. And we're taking their souls back to the goat. We did that at the end of the stream the other day. Where we took the first 4 souls that we gathered. The snake, the bear, the ox, and the leech. We took those and dropped them off at the goat's shrine. So yeah, I guess they're dead. I mean, they would have to be dead for us to... I mean, but their souls are eternal, so they're not technically dead, but... Yeah, and we still don't really know what the story is with the witch in the woods and the sleeping maiden yet. But we'll just keep plugging along and hopefully we'll find out more as we go. Alright, well that's gonna be it for me today. I'm gonna head out and go make some dinner. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. It was fun chatting with everyone. Had a good time. Nice to see Gentigo, Jed, Stella. Thank you so much for keeping me company. And I'll probably stream some more of this tomorrow because I'm really enjoying it and I really want to get through the story and find out what is going on in this game. I think there might be a little hidden side questy kind of thing. You guys remember in the wishing well, when I went down into the well, there was that one area that was blocked off. We used a skeleton key to open the chest in front of it, but it didn't open the gate. And I was online today. I was actually on the Discord for this game. The developers have a Discord. And someone was on the Discord asking, and they said, hey, I finished the game, but I still never got into that gate in the wishing well. So I'm thinking that there's some special thing we have to find or some kind of hidden thing in the game. Now, if you remember when we went into the pirate ship to meet the fish, there was a chest in there that we could unlock with a skeleton key. And I did unlock it, and I got a bunch of sand dollars. And then we unlocked the chest that was in the wishing well, and I got a bunch of gold coins. So I don't know if there's other chests in the world like that that we have to unlock. We have to find them and unlock them, and maybe if we unlock all of the chests, all of the hidden special chests in the game, maybe we can get into that area. Or maybe there's some other thing we have to do or find in order to get into that area. Or maybe nobody's meant to go in there. Maybe it's just there for looks. Maybe it's nothing. I don't know. But, I mean, this does seem like the kind of game that would have secrets. You know, I mean, it's a very complicated game with layers and lots of things to find and interact with and do. So, I wouldn't be at all surprised if there was some kind of little secret way of getting into that gate in the wishing well. These kitties really want more treats, don't they? Let's give all the kitties some treats. There you go. Alright, now they're all asleep. Good kitty, good kitty. Alright, everyone. Yeah, like an onion, it has layers, Chinchuga says. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we have to pick pockets of some of the villagers and we'll find a key or a way to open that gate or something. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I have a feeling there's lots of secrets in this game. Alright, well, hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. If not, have a great rest of your evening and have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Until next time. Bye!